Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Okay, let's get
Good
started.
morning.
Thank you guys for staying muted. I'm so happy to see you. We're going to have a nice busy day. Let's get started right away. And here's our promise. We know it well. Oh, we have some. I am thinking of a friend who has been especially good this week. Might end up on our shout outs next week for remembering our promise. Participate, be respectful. Thank you for being on time. Stay muted. Include your name or change your name. Stay seated and keep your eyes on the screen so you don't miss anything. Those are the expectations. Our friends again, we're celebrating for the whole month of October, are Ania and Ariana. That's right. And our weekly spotlight. Yes, Mrs. Cruz is flying through these like a star in space. Our awesome, oops, uh-oh, here we're gonna have a problem. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, good. We're good to go. Blake is our awesome Promise Zoom keeper for this whole week. Ava Marie, awesome job on your amazingly detailed responses. That means you write more than just 1 or 2 words. You're explaining yourself, and I love reading your explanations, guys. I really do. And Jackson for working hard and getting all his work done on time, doing the best he can. All right? What are we doing today? Today, we will review what we've already learned about the day and nighttime sky. So this is our final review before our exam. So we want to be able to describe the objects in the sky, and you'll know you have it when you can describe how objects appear and explain the effects of the star or the sun on the earth. Okay, so remember all that? Here we go. Now, can't wait. What are the harmful and helpful effects of the sun? So we're going to talk a little bit more about that today, but I wanted to point out the vocabulary. There is a list of all the vocabulary words that you should have been learning, right, in Module 2. And these vocabulary words will help you understand the material and be able to explain yourself when you're writing your answers. So let's look. Hold on, Olmo. Hold on. Can you see it okay? Okay, good. The sun, the star, the sky, the effects. Effects, remember that word effects? Protect. Oh, I like that word. Benefits, dehydration, sunscreen, telescope, illuminate. That's right. Put your hands up and illuminate the sky. It's like lighting up the sky. Illuminate. Moon, scattered. Scattered, I like that word. Bright, light, harmful, beneficial, grow. Energy, sun, and magnify. That's right, magnify, make things appear bigger. Our pro tip. Now, this is something that I have been mentioning, and let me just mention it again. You should make a list of all the important vocabulary words that you are learning throughout the module. So you will see words that you're like, ooh, I need to know that word. You should be making a list and writing it down. I would put it with my assignments. So I would maybe in my notebook for each module. So this is module 2, right? So you would make a list of all of your super science vocabulary, and you can refer back to them as you do your work. And then you'll remember them so much better. And you'll even use those special new vocabulary words in your writing, in your explanations. So when somebody says, the sun is big, that doesn't really use any of the vocabulary words that we were looking for. So we want you to use the vocabulary words to explain your answer, okay? So the sun appears larger because it is closer to us, or it appears closer to us. It appears to be magnified. Just explain it using some vocabulary words. Now, that's what I wanted to say about that. Now, this is really cool because these are things that you could do at home. These are additional optional, means you don't have to do it, but additional experiments to show the effects of the sun. Let's look at each one and see which one you guys want to try at home, okay? With your parents' permission, of course. The first one is putting 2 pieces of construction paper out in the sunlight. And this person here, if you can see it, they've put rocks and coins and stickers on top in a pattern on top of each paper. And I think that is to protect the paper, right? So they leave the paper out there for a day or 2, and then they go out there and then sweep off all those objects to see if they protected the paper from the sun's rays, right? From the sun's energy. Now let's look at the next one. Sun tea. I used to do this. I'd put water outside in a jar, close it up, put some tea bags in, and then close it up, and then put it out in the sun and see if the sun will steep the tea. That's right. It'll almost cook it, if you will. So you could try that. Just don't put any sugar in because the ants will come. Wait to put the sugar in till you bring it in the house. Now, the next one, let's try this one. Who wants to do this one? Put sunscreen on paper and see if it protects the paper. Go put it out in the sunlight. You can even draw smiley faces with sunscreen. And then put it out in the sun and see if it protected the paper like it should protect your skin. Ooh, this one's super cool. The plant down here at the bottom left, we know that plants need light to grow. Well, one experiment is to put a plant near a window and take good care of it, water it, and leave it there, and watch how it stretches to reach the light, and see if the plant will grow toward the light. I've seen some pretty interesting ways that plants will reach and stretch to find the light. And let's try this one. What about this guy? This was an easy one. Put 2 cups of water outside, one in the shade and one in the direct sunlight, and then leave it out there for about an hour, and then take a thermometer and measure the temperature of each cup of water. Is it hotter in the sun or in the shade? Right? Try that one. That could be fun. And the last one, let's look at this last one to try at home. These 2 little kids have taken a muffin tin. See their little muffin tin, and they've put objects in like crayons, marshmallows, cookies, butter. And they put all different kinds of things in there with their parents' permission again. And then they set it out in the sun, bright, bright sun, and see if it melts any of those objects. That's a cool experiment too. So raise your hand if you want to try an experiment at home with your families. Do you know which one you guys want to try? I bet you do. Okay, so this will, I can send a picture of this home. Oh, please mute, please mute, please mute. Larissa, thank you. Okay, so I will send a picture of this. You guys can discuss it with your families and choose the one you want. We have to move on. Okay, Brookie, we're going to move on and we'll talk at the end, okay? I have to tell you something very special. Next week's science lesson is going to be a live experiment. Yes, we're going to do an experiment together. Let me tell you about it. All right, this was starting a new module. So next week, we're going to begin a new module and learn all about the effects or the changes on Earth's surface. Some of you have already started it, so it's going to be really awesome. We are going to conduct a live experiment online next week during science, where we will explore the changes to the Earth's surface. What you will need, let me tell you what you will need, and I'll text it to your families as well. A small bag of M&Ms, a little bag or roll of Smarties candies. Remember the Smarties? Oh, and you'll also need some hard candy like Jolly Ranchers. And then you'll need 2 baggies or 2 clear jars with lids, something you can see through, and some water. Yes, and you're going to promise not to spill it anywhere. And you're going to want your adult nearby so they make sure that you follow the directions and don't get water everywhere, okay? So we're going to do this online, and we're going to watch the effects of the earth and the changes on the earth. Okay, so time to Nearpod, guys. Let's finish up our module 2 review. Please log into your Nearpod, and I will type this in the chat. X, D, L, F, and then capital U. All right, there it is.
Miss Cruza?
Not sure who it is.
It's me, Arna.
Hi, Arna. Can I help you, honey?
Like you were saying a list of things. Could you show me so I could write it?
Well, I need to finish the Nearpod for today, but I do promise that I will send it to your family. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. I promise I will take care of that today. So you'll have time to get the materials gathered, all right? Just don't start without me. I want to do it with you on next Thursday. All right, guys. So your code is XDL and then F and then capital U. And I'm going to stop sharing so I can bring up our Nearpod. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Can you see it, Michael? Do you see it? Yeah, thank you, my love. All right. This is going to go pretty quickly, but there is a time to climb at the end. You love the time to climb. Awesome. All right, let's see how many people are coming in. Oh, I think I'm waiting for some friends. Oh, I've got 13. Oh, how exciting. Okay, let's get started. Wow, once again, this is our Module 2 review. We're going to talk again a little bit more in depth about what we see in the sky, in the daytime, the nighttime sky, what's out there, and how does it appear to us? What does it look like? Also, we're going to talk a little bit more about the sun's effects on the earth, because we love our sun. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. All right, let's get started. Now, first, we will watch the cutest video in the world. This young gentleman is going to talk about sun safety, and then you will be experts. All right, we'll talk about it when it's done.
George the Sun-Safe Superstar by Catherine Clifford and Chantel Wren. This is the story of how a boy became known by a very, very special name. How he spread a message near and far and became a sun-safe superstar. It began one day when his mummy said, "When you go out, George, use your head. Remember, son, to slip, slop, slap. Wear a t-shirt, sunscreen and a hat. When it's sunny, you must think that these will stop you turning pink. The sun is fun and good for you, but it can burn and hurt you too. It is important that you know, whilst it gives us light and makes things grow, the sun sends out invisible rays that can burn your skin on sunny days. Unlike a burn from normal heat, sunburn harms the skin beneath. It can make you very sore, so be certain and make sure you cover shoulders, shade your head and apply your sunscreen," his mummy said. George asked, "How can something I can't see hurt my skin and damage me?" Mum said, "It's a harmful form of light that's called UV and is out of sight, like lots of things that are in the air that we can't see but are still there. The sun is hottest around midday, so find a shady place to play. Be extra careful between 11 and 3 when the sun produces strong UV. Find some shade under a tree or go indoors for a while maybe." A tip that's really good to know is to look down at your shadow. If your shadow is shorter than you, slip, slop, slap is what to do. Another tip that's very wise is to wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. George knew that he'd look really cool if he followed the sun-safe rule. To help remember it, his mummy said, just think 5 S's in your head. Slip, slop, slap, that makes 3. Plus sunglasses and shade makes 5, you see. So on that sunny summer's day, before George went outside to play, he slipped on his t-shirt, slopped on his sunscreen, slapped on his hat, easy as that. Remembering what his mum had said, he popped his sunglasses on his head. His mum said proudly, George, you are an official sun-safe superstar. The following day, George went to school, where a Year 6 boy who's really cool was playing football in the midday sun without his hat or sunscreen on. The boy was slowly turning red as the sun beat down upon his head. Slip, slop, slap, George said. Slip on a t-shirt, slop on the sunscreen, slap on a hat. As simple as that. The only thing you need to learn when playing outside is never burn. Follow these rules and you'll know you are, like me, a sun-safe superstar. Thanks, said the boy. I didn't think the sun could burn and turn me pink. For a little kid, you've a clever head. Like a superhero, the big boy said. Now I know I can pass it on to someone else who loves the sun. So spread the message near and far until we're all a sun-safe superstar. George thought about what the boy had said and how he could make the message spread. So he told his friends, he told his school, he told them all the sun-safe rule. He told them all to pass it on, and soon he had told everyone. George was pleased. He told his mum. He told her all that he had done, and told her how he'd now become known by his school and everyone as not just George, age 5, class R, but George, the sun-safe superstar. To find out more about keeping safe in the sun, go to skin.org.
All right. So before we move on to our next portion, let's do it together. Are you guys ready? He said we learned a few things to remember, to help us remember. Let's slip on a shirt. Go ahead. Nice long sleeve shirt, right? Let's slop on some sunscreen. And then slap on a hat. And then slide on your sunglasses. Yeah. And then what was the last one? Who remembers the last one? Larissa?
The last one was put on your hat.
Oh, that was number 3. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that was good though. You remembered that one. That was
The last one was what was the last one?
I don't know. Thank you, Shani. All right, so let's see who. Oh, Yeleni, do you remember the last one?
Sunglasses.
Oh yeah, there was one. That was one of the last ones. I think after the hat, there was sunglasses. I wonder what that last one was. So
I know what it is.
Go stand in the Vashvik.
Shade.
Yes, that's right. Go stand in the shade. Okay, so that's when you put your hands over your head like this, you're kind of protecting yourself, putting yourself in the shade. So let's do it together. You ready? Slip on a shirt. Slop on your sunscreen, slap on a hat, slide on your sunglasses, and sit in the shade. Good work. Awesome. Okay, so let's do this guy. All devices. All right. Now let's travel to the sun. Okay, everybody, make sure you're all protected. You're all protected. Here we go. It's a cute video. It's like a little song.
Every day I wait for you at dawn, and I cry at night when you're gone. I see less of you in the winter months, and I let you kiss my face when the summer comes. You're the sun, the closest to stars, just like the others, though not as far. Just like them, you're just a ball of flames, but I know you best, you put them all to shame. You're plasma and gas, hydrogen and helium, 5,000 degrees Celsius, I'm feeling them. You're a little older than most friends I have, 4.6 billion years, not bad, and you're huge. My oh my, 1.3 million Earths could fit inside, that's large. And with so much mass, you make a lot of gravity for everything zooming past. Your gravity keeps the planets in orbit. They circle around you, that's important. It's so bright that when you're up in the sky, you're the only star I can see, no lie. 93 million miles from me to you, so your light takes 8 minutes to zoom from you to Earth. What a trip, you're the best star that we're ever gonna get, you're the sun.
Who gives us heat and light? Who gives us day and night? Whose energy do we eat? What star do all the planets need? Who gives us heat and light? Who gives us day and night? Whose energy do we eat? What star do all the planets need?
Without you, there wouldn't be much light. In fact, without you, there wouldn't be much life. Earth rotates around you, spinning on its axis. Is the Earth facing you? Half is. That means it's daytime for those folks, and it's night on the other side of the globe. It takes 24 hours to spin once, so 24 hours in a day, right, son? You up here to rise in the east, set in the west. That's just the Earth spinning, no second to rest. I know the axis of the Earth is tilted. You see here, it's the winter, plants get wilted. When the Earth orbits to the other side, more direct sunlight means summer arrives. That's why there are seasons, I remember. I could fly to Chile and have summer in December. You warm the air, which makes it move, which starts weather patterns, all cause of you. I'm gonna name my first child after you. You cause the water cycle too. You evaporate ocean water into the clouds. Pretty soon it comes falling back down. Oh, and I think it's kinda neat. You're the only reason I have anything to eat. You put energy in plants via photosynthesis. When an animal eats, your energy goes into it. But even though we're BFFs, I stay up with my shades and my SPF.
Who gives us heat and light? Who gives us day and night? Whose energy do we eat? What star do all the planets need? Who gives us heat and light? Who gives us day and night? Whose energy do we eat? What star do all the planets need?
Who have the planets going ooh la la? Who makes the food move and the water? Who controls what the seasons are?
That was a lot of great information. I want you to try something at home for me, because a lot of students don't realize how the Earth is revolving around the sun. Oh, and that's why we have our seasons, and that's why we have our day and nights. So try something out for me, okay? Get a parent to stand perfectly still, and I want you to go around your parent. Just kind of walk around them in a circle. Now, while you're walking around them in a circle, which is called revolving, you pretend that your parent is the sun and you are the earth, and you are walking around them. You are revolving. That's what they call revolving around the sun. And wait for it, you're going to get dizzy. While you're revolving or walking around them, I want you to spin in little circles. So not only are you spinning or rotating, but you are revolving. So the earth, which is you, is going to be spinning and walking around the sun, your adult. And that will give you a better sense. And every time you face them, it's daytime. And every time you turn backwards, it's nighttime. Isn't that interesting? It would take a long time for you to get around the sun. So just use your adult to show you how the earth revolves and rotates around the sun. Okay, let's move on. We're going to do a fun memory test. This is just a cute activity I threw in there to keep you guys excited about the items in space. So all you need to do is match up the pictures. Oh, they don't match. So go ahead and try matching up. Michael's having fun. Look at him go. Come on, you guys can match up your pictures. See if you can find any. I'm going to do it too. You guys ready? Let's see. There's the moon. Oh, no match. Clouds. Oh, that one's to nothing. Sun. Oh, I have a match. Yay.
Can we do more of this? This is fun. I got all my maps.
I will share the Nearpod, Miss Larissa. Oh my goodness, you're missing.
I'm not Miss Larissa. My name's just Larissa.
Okay, honey. I'm gonna say sorry in a moment, and you know what will happen, right? Okay, so moon. No, that's not. Oh wait, moon. Yes. Oh, there's nothing there. Earth? Where's Earth? Oh, found a match. Yes. So I will share this Nearpod, and you guys can practice this on your own. These don't match up for some reason. I guess we lost those. They were supposed to be telescopes.
Miss Cruz almost was raising his hand for a very long.
Boshvik, that's okay. Remember, we will talk at the end. Thank you for helping me, but we'll talk at the end. Thank you, guys. So let's move on from our memory test. You can practice this all on your own later on. I wanted to show you something really cool before we do our time to climb. We're almost done, guys. We wanted to talk about what these are. This is something that helps us. We collect something from our friend the sun. Does anybody know what these are? Ooh, I see some hands. Brooklyn, what are these?
Solar panels.
That's right. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah.
Where have you seen it?
I see people's houses. They put it on top of the houses. Sometimes I see houses with them on them.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Now, we put these panels on top of the roof, right? And we point them toward the sun. There's the sun. What are these panels collecting from the sun? Siddharth?
The sun rays to get the energy, the electricity.
Yes, that's right. It's collecting energy from the sun. It's converting or changing the sun's rays into energy. And we use the energy. Let's see, what do we use energy for? Who knows, Johnny?
We use the energy for stoves to power stoves.
Yeah, so you can cook. Very nice. Thank you for your example. Who else has an example of what we use energy for? Arna. Using it right now, I think. Go ahead.
We could use our laptops to do Zoom.
That's right. It's plugged in and that's providing it energy. Good work. Let's see. Let's try Christina next. Christina, what do we use energy for?
We could use energy to watch TV.
Yes, and I bet your favorite shows, you'd be sad if you weren't able to watch them, right?
But
Whoever
is my favorite.
Go ahead.
Is Mario.
Oh, thank you, Love Bug. Yes, and I've noticed that during a power failure, when we have thunderstorm and the power goes out, we don't have the energy coming into our homes. So that this is an alternative way that we can collect our energy. So there's different ways that you can collect energy and use it. And this is one that was pretty recently, I think within the last 50 or 60 years developed, and we can now collect energy from the sun and use it for our everyday appliances, and even cars now use it. Isn't that cool? So thank you. I just wanted to show you that. Let's do our time to climb. We're going to be finished right after this. All right, guys, go ahead and join. Let's put you in space because we're talking about space.
Miss Cruz, I'm Arna. And when thunderstorms come, sometimes my house lights don't go out.
True, very true. All right, 6 players are connected. Here we go. We're almost done. Ooh, I see a bunch of people. Who's that? That's Yelini. Here comes Michael, Joshua, Christina. I saw Ben. I saw Almo. All right, let's do it. Again, this is just a review. So a lot of these questions you will already know. I will read them just in case. Why do we need to wear sunglasses? I don't know. Why do we need to wear sunglasses? Just make you look cool. Very nice. Yes, to protect our eyes. Next question. True or false? All stars are exactly the same size. Is that true or false? True or false? True or false? All stars are exactly the same size. All right, waiting for everybody to get their answer in. And we will run up the mountain. Your answer? Who didn't pick an answer? Still thinking. I don't know if we have everybody's answer in. True or false, guys? Quick, pick an answer. Somebody must have walked away from their computer. We're stuck here until, oh, almost done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's false. You're right. I see. There's a couple kids who aren't choosing answers yet. That's okay. All right, let's do the next one. Telescopes help us see objects that are far away. Is that true or false? Telescopes help us see objects that are far away. Yay! Everybody picked an answer. Thank you. It's true. Telescopes do help us see things that are far away. Makes them appear closer. Why does the sun appear much bigger than the other stars? Do you know this? Adeline. You guys are doing great. Question was, why does the sun appear much bigger? Well, why does it look so big? Woohoo! Because it's closer to us. Very nice. Awesome. You guys are going to do great on this test. Next question. Why can we only see most of the stars at night? Why can't we see stars during the day? Something's making it so we can't see them. Why? Oh, you're reading. Very nice. Yes, because the sun is so bright, you can't see the stars. That's right. Okay, now, without light and heat, what would happen to us? This is a trick question. So without light and heat, read every answer because it's sort of a trick question. Make sure you read every one. Siddharth, is it the last answer? Yeah, that's right. All those things would happen, guys. All the stuff that we mentioned, it would freeze. The plants would die. It would be terrible. We need that sun. Okay, number 7. The sun's energy gives us what? What does the sun's energy give us? It's not cheese and marshmallows. What's our sun giving us? If you said heat and light, you got it right. Heat and light for sure. 3 more questions and we're finished. Oh, we just have to do our poll. True or false? The moon gives off its own light. The moon is on fire and it's giving off its own light. Is that true or false? about the moon? Is the moon a star? Does it light up? You're right if you said false. The moon is like a mirror. It doesn't give off its own light. It just reflects the light from the sun. Okay, question number 9. The stars appear what in the sky? Are they lined up? Are they in a pretty little pattern? Or are they scattered? How do they appear to you? Wow, if you said scattered, you guys are amazing. That's right, they're all over the place. There's no pattern. All right, let's come up with our last question. True or false? The sun is the one that revolves around the earth and the moon. Is the sun the one that's going around the earth? Or is it the other way around? The sun revolves around the earth. If you said false, you got it right. That's backwards. Awesome! Wow, look at these spores. Oh, wowee. Beautiful. All right, we are all finished, and this is the last one you need to do before we say goodbye. And don't forget, I will post this Nearpod, and I will send your families the list of the materials we will need for our live experiment next week. So just tell me really quickly, you're the teacher and I'm the little kid. Tell me what I need to know about Module 2. What's something important that I should have learned? Learn about the sun. Tell me something else. Give me a lot of information. We learned a lot. Let's see what you could, oh yes, very good. All right, like these pictures of the sun. What else do I need to know? There's gotta be more stuff.
Miss Cruz, I don't know how to type.
You can find a picture too.
Yeah,
Down here at the yeah.
But for that, we also need to type.
Okay, tell me your answer.
Mine is in time to climb. I know a lot of things, and this is why a rocket has a lot of layers of protection, because if the sun puts it in, then all the hot gas will burn the rocket down. But if they actually keep like protective layers that don't allow anything to pull it in, then they will be protected from the sun's gravity.
Oh, thank you very much for sharing and talking about gravity. That's important because that is coming up in a couple more modules. We're going to talk about gravity. So let's finish up this guy. Thank you, Vashvik. So look at all these responses you guys are sharing. I put Vashvik's right here, that we need to be protected from the sun. I like Almost sunglasses. And look at the sunscreen. Yes. And we're talking about the sun's energy. Ooh, look at Prisha. She's explaining a little bit more about what the sun is and what it's made of. That's important to know. It's gases, and they're on fire. There's, oh, hold on. Here's another one. Okay. Let's look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. And it's providing us heat and light. I like that. Notice that we had learned that it's very far away from us, but close enough that it does still provide us with heat and light. I wonder about the planets that are farther away. You know, there's planets in our solar system that are farther away from the sun. Do they get as much heat and light as we do? What about the planet that's even closer? What does it get from the sun? Oh my goodness.
Is some stars a star that's bigger than the sun? Way bigger.
That's true. That's true. Vashvik, would you do me a big favor and raise your hand before you unmute? I'm sorry. Thank you. All right, Jaden. What'd you learn about the sun or stars or the sky?
The stars are different kind of colors.
Yes, there's different sizes and colors. They're even made out of different gases, and they're all in all different places. Nice work. Oh, let's look at Johnny's. Check this out. Johnny wrote a whole paragraph here. I have learned that the sun can do harmful effects such as sunburn and cause paint to fade, but the sun can also be beneficial and light up playgrounds for kids like us to play in. Fabulous. I'm getting lots of hearts on these guys. Oh, look at this picture of the sun's core. These are very important things we need to talk about. Who has a picture of the stars and how they're scattered in space? Look at Yeleni's background. She is scattered in space. Yes, we did learn that, didn't we? Yeah. Oh, wear a hat, Yeleni. I agree. Nice job. Anybody else want to share one more thing with what we have learned that's important that we need to know? Larissa, thank you for raising your hand. Go for it, honey.
Yeah. So you need to wear sunscreen.
Good.
And you need to wear a hat.
Yes.
And glasses.
Very good. Slip, slap, slide.
Oh,
Slip,
yes.
slap, slop. No, I can't get it right.
Slip, slap, slide.
Yeah, slip, slop, slap, slide, and shade. Thank you, love.
But I'm sorry that I said my name's not Larissa.
It's okay. Thank you, honey. We're going to mute you up for real quick. And go ahead. And let's look at the last couple that are coming in. Oh, there's the scattered stars in space. Here's a bunch of sunglasses. I like that. You guys have sunglasses? Do you have a pair? Wonderful. Look at this scattered. Prisha looks great. I love it. Okay, loves. It's time to be done. You did awesome. I think you're amazing. You're going to do great in your module exam. I will post this Nearpod to practice, and I will post the materials for next week. Until then, mwah, I'll see you guys at your DBAs or next week, okay? Bye.
Bye. Bye.